Hello and welcome back to my channel. Haven't done a video on my gaming channel for a while. Been doing more on my travel channel lately. This is the latest thing that I've purchased. A Legends pinball machine, virtual pinball machine. Just arrived now with the courier. Luckily they were able to carry it up the steps for me. It's quite a big, bulky and heavy looking box. Yeah, I must say so far the whole ordering process and everything gone really smoothly with them. I ordered the extra panel with the joystick, etc., which I'll show you later on in the video, and the extra board which is in that box so that you can connect the back screen to PC, and basically you can get it through finance, 12 months interest free, which is great. So I can pay it off over a year. Just spread the cost that way. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It was easy to organize the finance. The extra bits arrived just before the Easter weekend, and the main machine has now arrived on the Tuesday after the Easter weekend. So there's all the details: 32-inch playfield, 15-inch back glass, 8-bit precision plunger, accelerometers for authentic nudge, haptic feedback for real feel, 1080p, stunning 1080p visuals, smooth 60 frame per second gameplay and responsiveness, online connectivity, 22 built-in tables with more to add and play. I like that part of it. So I'm going to set this up today. I'll do a bit more of the video once I've done that. I don't like doing unboxing videos. I find them boring to watch. I was going to get a couple of stands that I normally use for cutting wood when I'm doing projects and that, like when I built my homemade pinball table, to stand it on so that I can bolt the legs onto it. But just looking at this box, it may be just about the right height for that, to put the table on there and bolt the legs on. Anyway, I will show you once it is all assembled and up and running. Hopefully I'll be able to add some extras on there, some arcade games that I can test out the joystick and the tracker ball and the buttons and all that. So I will continue with the video once the pinball table is assembled. So for some reason this thing arrives sideways and it says this way up. So it was delivered on the side. That's the box and all the packaging, just to show you that is really well packed. Just getting it out of the box now. The neighbour's cat has sneaked in. It's also taking a peek. And the back box does come with this when they deliver it. This is in the UK. So as you can see, really well packed. Just busy figuring out the packaging, getting it all off there. I ended up actually taking it out the box sideways because the box was standing sideways. I wasn't sure which direction was up or down, or ended up actually with it upside down on the floor just now. So gonna be assembling it now. Like I say, really well packaged, quite impressed with it so far. Right, here we have it. I've now unpacked the machine. What I've done, I've got a couple of stands, as I mentioned earlier. I normally use them for woodworking and stuff, so I did manage to lift it on my own. I recommend that you get someone to assist you, but no one about at the moment to help me with it, so I did manage to lift it up there on my own. The idea is now to bolt the legs on. There's the legs. They're not as long as I thought they would be. So 2 screws on each, and then you can extend them, which I'll probably be doing, being quite a tall person. Included in the pack, power cable, The key for the back box, Allen key. I've got loads of them from IKEA. There's 5 of these screws, wing nut screws. I have to think a minute what they're called again. Not sure what those are for. I think they are for the back box. There's 6 holes there. There's 5 of these. So I'm not, no, hang on, those have got screws in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too sure about that. It's a bit confusing because there are 9 of these screws, which I'm assuming are for the legs. Can't be the other ones because there's only 5, and 2, 4, 6, 8 needed in total. So got the legs ready to put on. It's on the stands, and that should make it a bit easier to bolt those on. I will continue with the video once it is assembled. That's what I said before, I know, but I thought I'll just show some bits and pieces so that if anyone's thinking about purchasing one of these, you know what you're in for. You know, in terms of the weight, the size, how to, you know, an idea of how to go about doing the legs on there, because it would be almost impossible with it laying flat on the ground. I wouldn't really want to be putting it sideways, even though it gets moved by the courier sideways, because that's what it tells you on the box. It's a bit weird, so should be fine. So until the next part of the video, where I'll be demonstrating the machine, hopefully. I want to put the other panel on there as well, and I'll see how to connect. It's going to be a bit tricky. The board for the back screen for the PC, I shall sort that out. I don't know whether I'll do that today or not. Right, I just wanted to show you this bit with the feet. It's got 2 nuts on there. So you've got to, let's put the camera down a sec, hold the one, I don't know if this is in focus. So I'm putting them to the maximum, so basically as far as the top of that piece of metal, and then you just tighten that one to lock it in, tighten that one to lock the foot, tighten it downwards. And that's how I'm doing the legs. Just in case there's any of you out there that have bought this machine and trying to figure out how it all works, just thought I'll just add that onto the video. Right, there we have it. Just fired up the new Legends Pinball machine. The legs are on. Changed the panel. First time I've turned it on. I've just assembled the back box, put that on there. I realised there's 4 wing nut screws plus 1 spare. The legs there's 9 because there's 1 spare also, so that's pretty generous of them to give you 1 spare in case you lose any. So we're getting a screen here, sign in or sign up with a Legends ID to register and activate your home arcade. I'm just going to cancel that for now. And there are the tables. Alright, you've got tables, arcade net, bring your own games. You've got menus for all these things, app store, settings. It has got a network connector on the back. As you can see by that symbol, it's not connected to the network at this stage. Yeah, it looks like you can connect it to Wi-Fi though. Yep, there is options for that. I'm just going to leave that for now. I just wanted to test it out first, just to see what it looks like. This is one of my favourite ones, Big Shot. Right, I'm still figuring all this out. Start. Loading. I'm not hearing any sound on here. There we go. Right, this is going to be awkward with one hand. That's quite sensitive, the plunger. That's pretty good. Buttons on the side. Right. So that's your nudge, and that's for the flipper. It's pretty responsive. So what I'm going to do maybe is just to stop the video here a second, get the chest strap, get the camera set up on that and show you a bit of gameplay. Right, here we go. Just got the camera mounted here. So hopefully it's at the right angle. And let's go. It's one of my favourite tables. I love these old style tables from like the 70s, early 80s. I don't know how many players you can play on this. The one I usually play is up to 4 players. I must say it's pretty darn responsive. Even the nudge, that worked quite well that time. Not too bad on the first ball. It looks like this is set up for 2 players. It says 1 or 2 players. I'm sure on PC I can play up to 4 on there. I can feel the feedback as well, the vibration in this panel. As the ball is bouncing off stuff, I can feel the feedback in the panel. Pretty good. You've got like the shadow of the ball there as well. You can get a pretty accurate shot with that actually. Yeah, it's like a reflection of the ball that you can see there. Up to 45,000, not too bad. It's a bit weird because the targets look a bit blurry on this for some reason. I don't know why. I never noticed that on the PC version. Maybe because the screen is smaller on that. Good save. Maybe the wrong way to shake it. I've got to get used to this. Definitely going to look into getting some extra tables and upgrades and some arcade games on here. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. Quite impressed with it. Whoa, 103,000, not too bad on the first game on this machine. All new high scores are uploaded to the leaderboards when the game exits. Enter initials. Right, so there you have it. That's the Legends Pinball assembled, sorted. The only thing I have not done is to connect the backboard thing for the PC, the circuit board. because I started undoing that ribbon cable on the back of the machine, and the piece of plastic brittle started breaking off there. The clip would not undo on that, so I'm a bit scared about connecting those ribbon style cables on there, so I'm not going to worry about that for now. At a later date I'll get that board in there and get my PC connected to it to see how that all works, and just check how that looks on there. But yeah, I might get someone to give me a hand with that, because it looks like a fiddly job. Those cables, the connectors are so brittle, they can break so easily on that. So anyway, I'm going to end the video there. I'll probably do a further update at some point once I've played around with it a bit more. So that's the first time I've turned the machine on, first game that I've played on it, and it's pretty good. I'm quite impressed with it overall. I'm quite impressed with Legends, with the ordering process. The finance was easy to do on this. The delivery, they kept me informed every step of the way what was going on. The courier was really good, and it got delivered first thing this morning, so job done, sorted, and gonna have a lot of fun with this. So until the next video, I hope that you all stay safe and well and happy gaming, and until the next one, goodbye for now.